Not only does he put people in your path, listen, not only does God put people in your path, but he sent a counselor. He sent Jesus before he left. He sent somebody to take his spot here on earth. The Bible says in Galatians chapter 5, verse 16. Listen. I don't think I have it there, but do I have it there? I don't have it there. Listen, it says, so I say, live by the Spirit, and you will not gratify the desires of the sinful nature. For the sinful nature desires what is contrary to the Spirit, and the Spirit what is contrary to the sinful nature. They are in conflict with each other so that you do not do what you want. But this is important. But if you are led by the Spirit, you are not under the law. In other words, God is saying, listen, I know when you're not acting the way you should be. I know when you're acting out of character. I know when you're acting ungodly. And that's when you're not being led by my Spirit. That's when you're not showing fruits of my Spirit. That's when you're not letting God lead your life. The Bible says this, listen, that there are going to be some spiritual battles going on in your life. There's going to be times, there are going to be times where you're going to want to do what you desire. You're going to want to fall, and you're going to want to make out with that guy.
What?
¿Quién dijo? I'm talking to the girls. I'm talking to the girls. Sucios. The guys are like, oh, I'm going to want to make out with a guy. Oh, cochino. For real? When? Listen, guys. There's gonna be a time where you're gonna wanna be like at the movies, and you're gonna be like, getting kind of late, right? Oh, hey, looky there! My arm just went around your shoulder. Is this your shoulder? You know, listen. It is her shoulder. It was her shoulder. Edit that part. As funny as that sounds, the thing is this, that although you're going to want to do what your body desires to do, you're going to want to do some things that are shameful. You're going to want to do, listen, you're going to want to do some things that are going to take you and direct your life somewhere else. You're going to want to do some things that are going to take you out of character. But listen, I got to tell you that it's those times where you've got to say, God, you've got to jump in today, God. You've got to come in and lead me today, because this is something that I'm about to fall into, and this is something that I'm not going to be able to handle without you. And so I'm telling you today that there are going to be some times where you're going to have some struggles. But this is the point. These are the times that you're going to have to really show. Are you standing for God, or are you weak like everyone else? Are you serious about following who God is? Are you serious about who you are? Are you serious about your life and your purpose? Are you serious about who God called you to be? Or are you just flaky? Or are you just falling like everyone else? Listen, we have enough fake people all over the world. We have enough fake people in church. We have enough fake people everywhere we walk. We need some people that are going to be led by the Spirit and lead this generation and show them what it is to be a person of integrity. That's what we need in today's generation. Let's read verse 3. Yes, if you're going to give God praise, give it to God. Give it to God. Listen, when the Lord saw that he had gone over to look, God called them to him from within the bush. Moses. And Moses said, here I am. Do not come any closer, God said. Listen to this. Do not come any closer, God said. Take off your sandals, for the place where you are standing is holy ground. Now, this is going to be very important. Listen, don't miss this. What Moses was wearing, the sandals that Moses was wearing, it represented where Moses had been. It traced his tracks. Listen, in other words, when God said, listen, you got to take off that junk. If you want to get close to me, you can't come dirty. If you want to come and get close to me, you can't come the way you've lived. Listen, sometimes we come to God, we come to church, and we're so messed up. Sometimes we come to church and we're out of it, and we don't have a glimpse of why God doesn't touch us. We don't have a reason. We don't even think. We say, man, why do certain people cry at church and I don't? We say, man, why am I so dry? Why do I come to church and I don't feel what other people feel? Why haven't I experienced God? Listen, God is ready to give you his fullness, but you got to be clean. You got to come ready. You got to come and say, man, you got to take off all the junk. Listen, I want to ask you, where have you been? What is your past like? What are you bringing to church? What are you bringing to offer to God? What is your life like? And listen, I know that in here there might be people that you say, man, Pastor Milton, you don't even know what I've been through. I look at you and you look like a little kid, todo santito, and you look todo santo, and you look all innocent. But I know that inside you're like this, and as soon as you're walking out the door, the little colita starts coming out, and the cuernito starts sticking out, and you're like, what the hell? I'll be all scared and stuff. Listen. Be like, puro diablito, mira, ya se va en el carro, ¿cómo se sienta en la cola? Nah, I'm just kidding. But listen, I know that I can't expect everyone in here to be perfect. I know I can't expect everyone in this room to be a santito. I know that everyone in this room at one point or another has messed up. I know that everyone in this room at one point or another has fallen from God's grace. Listen, why do I know that? Why do I know that? Because the Bible said, for all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. In other words, none of us are perfect. In other words, even Pastor Milton has messed up in his day. And I mean today. I'm just kidding. Listen, that means that none of us are perfect. I'm not here telling you that I'm perfect. I'm not here telling you that you've got to live a perfect life and you got to be a perfect person and you got to like walk straight and if a pretty girl walks by, you don't look, you just kind of keep walking and then I'm not saying you got to be like a robot. Listen, if God wanted robots, he would have created a robot. We'd be all robots. Well, hey, look at your metal. You're made out of metal. You're made out of metal. You're made out of metal. And we'd be all robots. But that's not what God created. What God created was people. What God created was somebody who can think for themselves and can choose to love God and can say, listen, there's going to be temptations walking by. There's going to be things that are going to cause me to want to look. There's going to be things that are going to cause me to want to mess up. But I know that my relationship with God is more important than that cheap thrill. I know that my relationship with God is more important and more valuable than what I'm about to lose if I do or see what I'm about to see. Where's your past? What have you been? What are you bringing tonight? What is in your heart at this very moment? What did you do at school this past week that is causing you to be bitter? What happened to you this past year that has caused you to not love God? What has happened to you all through your life that has caused you to say, I don't want nothing to do with God? What has happened to you? What are you bringing to God? Because I got to tell you that tonight, you've got to remove it from your life. Tonight, you've got to take it off and you got to say, God, where I'm standing is holy ground. Where I'm standing is in your presence, and that's where I want to be. I want you, God, to take complete control of my life. I want you to take a hold of me. God, I want you to come and let your presence fill me. I want to start being led by your spirit, by your fire. God, I don't want to mess up anymore. God, I don't want to continue to have that reputation I used to have. God, I don't want to continue to do the stupid things I used to do. God, I don't want to do the things that I do when no one is watching. God, I want you to completely erase that. I want to throw away those magazines. I want to throw away those videos. I want to stay away from the internet. I want to throw it all away. Listen, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. Maybe tonight you've come with a lot of junk. You've come with a lot of baggage. Maybe you've come and you say, man, I am nowhere near perfect. Maybe you've come tonight and you say, listen, Pastor Milton, I'm not nowhere near the person I should be. And I don't expect you to be perfect. But I do expect you to be forgiven tonight. I do expect God to completely forgive you. For God to completely show mercy over your life. For God to completely love on you. For God to completely say, listen, I know that you've come with all this junk, and I know that you've been misdirected. I know that you've had other influences in your life. I know that you've had things that have caused you to slip and fall. But tonight, I want to tell you that there's forgiveness for you. I want to tell you that He loves you. I want to tell you that He has a plan for your life. I want to tell you that He wants to love on you. I want to tell you that He wants to change you. I want to tell you that He wants to start directing you towards your purpose. I want to tell you that He wants to transform you and take you to lead other people to His presence. I want to tell you that God is going to begin to use you and make you a powerful being. I want to tell you that God is going to revolutionize your school through you. Why? Because He loves you and because He knows that there's a plan for your life. If you're between the ages of 11 to 14 or in junior high and are in the Laredo area, I want to invite you to come to any one of our services. For directions or schedule, please call the number on the screen, or you can just email us at patyouth@live.com, or you can just follow us on Twitter at MiltonICM. You can also check out our MySpace at www.myspace.com/PatYouth for pics, blogs, and updates.